Godzilla awoke in a place far beyond the realms he had known. The sky was streaked with a fiery hue, a dim, otherworldly glow that seemed to mock the very idea of daylight. Below him, the land was a smoldering ruin, once grand cities reduced to shattered stones, industrial chaos spilling uncontrollably into the air, and firestorms from an unholy source devouring the heavens with monstrous clouds. The cries of lost souls echoed, not as participants in this chaos, but as witnesses, helpless and torn by the devastation. The scene was both ancient and eternal, a testament to the failures of time. This was no final resting place. No, this was the journey, the trial. The Leviathan, Godzilla, knew his name, knew his strength, but even he felt the weight of this trial. His eyes darkened, scanning the abyss around him as the whisper of a voice crept into his mind. The abyss, as the ground trembled, an ancient murmur echoed through the wreckage of the world. And there were giants in the earth in those days. The words were familiar whispers of something long lost, something forgotten. Lost figures of unimaginable power, demonic echoes of great Kaiju, now twisted by forces beyond comprehension. The first of these apparitions emerged from the shadows, a demon in the shape of Rodan, his wings once the harbinger of freedom in the clear skies, now corrupted and darkened by the underworld. He rose from the fires, the heat of his wings fanning the hellish blaze. Rodan's eyes gleamed with hatred as he descended, the wind roaring in his wake. His attack was swift, a blur of furious strikes that Godzilla barely managed to avoid. Godzilla retaliated with a massive burst of atomic energy, blinding, overwhelming. But Rodan, with terrifying speed, dodged the blast and soared into the ash-filled sky, returning again and again, relentlessly. The Leviathan's mind raced. What is this demon after? And then the battle escalated. Rodan struck once more, his wings slashing at Godzilla's chest, tearing into him. But Godzilla, with the raw power of his massive frame, caught Rodan mid-swing. With a single crushing motion, he sent Rodan crashing into one of the ruined cities. The buildings crumbled beneath the weight of the demon's body, leaving nothing but dust and ruin in his wake. But this victory was fleeting. A chill, a terrible cold, gripped the air. A new void opened within the depths of the underworld, a cold, frigid landscape where the air was sharp and biting, filled with the weight of frozen devastation. The ice stretched for eternity, untouched and unbroken. And from this frozen wasteland, something stirred, something old and familiar. A shape emerged, encased in ice, an old adversary, Anguirus, a creature of great power. But this was no mere Kaiju. This was demon Anguirus, possessed by the darkest forces of this hellish realm. Godzilla could feel the pull of this adversary as the ice cracked and shattered, freeing the demon. The battle began anew. Their clash was relentless, the sound of their blows reverberating through the ice fields like thunder. But the ice beneath them could not hold. With a massive crack, the ground shattered, and Godzilla was plunged into the depths below, dragged into a new hellish domain. The water swallowed him whole. This was not a place of peace, but a storm-swept ocean of boundless, endless expanse where the sea itself was as tormented as the sky above. Leviathan rose from the depths, his massive form stirring the seas into a frenzy. From the murky depths, another demon emerged, a grotesque silhouette rising from the waves, Demon Varan. Varan lunged at Godzilla, but the Leviathan was ready. With a roar, Godzilla unleashed his atomic breath, engulfing Varan in searing energy. The demon recoiled, thrown back by the force, but it was not the end. The ocean trembled as a blinding light cut through the dark, as if the heavens themselves had cracked open. From the radiance emerged the most fearsome of all, King Ghidorah, the three-headed golden devil, the ultimate force of destruction. The light that heralded his arrival seared Godzilla's senses. Ghidorah's monstrous form loomed over the sea like a god of chaos, the three heads unleashing their deadly lightning bolts, striking Godzilla down again and again. The storm above them intensified, swirling into a massive whirlpool, dragging everything into its maw. It was then that Godzilla realized the true nature of his torment. Trapped between the crushing power of Ghidorah's energy and the endless pull of the whirlpool, his survival seemed impossible. He was trapped between the monstrous Scylla and the deadly Charybdis of legend, and the forces against him were overwhelming. The whirlpool began to pull him under, it spiraled too strong to resist. Godzilla fought, thrashing against the tides, but the whirlpool dragged him deeper, further into the heart of this elemental hell. The world around him spun into darkness, the storm now his only companion. Where would it end? Would he find a way out? Or was this the beginning of a new eternity of torment? The abyss awaited, and Godzilla was left to face whatever horrors lay beyond the storm, in a new, darker chapter of his cursed journey. Like this video if you want to continue exploring the mysteries of the Kaiju underworld. Subscribe to MounTV now so you won't miss the thrilling part 3. What do you think Godzilla will face next? Comment below.